Let's give it a try. That is really weird. Welcome back into the studio today. I am DJ B and welcome to my Weekly Wonder, the show where we look for those weird and wonderful things in the world that we just want to experiment and explore today. And because it's Christmas is here, we've got to have Stealthany the elf in. Here's Stealthany, looking blinged up after our elf haul, and I'm loving the spangly suit. I think that definitely suits Stealthany down to the ground. I'm having way too much fun with all of this elf stuff. It's not good. I'm way too old for it. But that's not going to stop me. We already tried a few episodes back some Brussels sprout flavoured crisps, which were interesting. They had like a green tint to them, and they did kind of have a weird vegetable flavour. Some people said that it didn't really taste like Brussels sprouts, but I think it was a good effort. Not something I would taste a lot of, but hey, the thought counts. We've got an array of food here. We're going to try and eat some and see how we get on. There's definitely some weird stuff to come. So we have got an array of food in the studio. We thought, as it's ever getting closer to Christmas, we need to kind of look at the weird and wonderful foods that are out there that you could eat for Christmas. We did this last year and it was awesome. We had like a feast. It was a whole table full of Christmas food, but they were all weird foods. It's kind of like all these supermarkets, they must have a field day, because Christmas comes around and they go to their food department and they're like, hey guys, just come up with whatever weird and wonderful concoction you can come up with that we could sell, because people will buy it. I feel like that's where they get to. Last year we had the candy cane flavoured crisps, which were pretty amazing. They did taste really weird, but they were well worth it. And I think the best thing from last year was the Christmas Day pizza. It was massive, and it had like all the toppings of a Christmas dinner. So instead of having a proper turkey dinner, we have gone for a Christmas dinner pizza.
Yeah.
It looks really strange.
It does look pretty strange.
Yeah.
So basically it's a whole Christmas dinner. We've got turkey, potato, there's Brussels sprouts. Who likes Brussels sprouts?
Not a fan, no.
Cranberry sauce.
Cranberry, I love cranberry.
Well, who loves cranberries? Okay. And then of course there's cheese and everything. So we're going to attempt to try the Christmas dinner pizza today.
Which slice do you want?
Let's do the pizza. I think you should have this one.
I want the one that has
Okay, we're going to try the
Brussels
pizza.
sprouts.
Yeah, I know. It's so nice.
So they've all gone for the one with the less sprouts on. It's decision time. Cody's looking really happy with himself.
You know, it's quite nice.
Is it quite good?
It is quite
Does
good.
it taste like a Christmas
It does
dinner?
actually, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
it
all
tastes
of it,
like-
yeah.
You can taste all of it.
Oh my word.
All the bits?
You guys
all the
just
bits.
talk to each other whilst I eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
Wow, they're loving the Christmas dinner pizza. We got a winner right here. You know what? That's so much cheaper than actually getting a Christmas dinner as well, and it only takes like 16 minutes to cook.
So did you make this yourself?
No, I bought it from a shop.
you buy it? What?
Yes! Man, you know what? Every Christmas, I'm going to get one of these.
That's pretty good.
So we've been scouring the supermarkets to find some of the weird foods that have been made for this year. And I'm excited to try some. We've been looking around all the supermarkets, so we're going to start off real easy today. I've got some cinnamon flavoured tortilla rolls. I'm assuming tortilla rolls are kind of like like Doritos and things like that. They're kind of, I'm assuming that's what it is, but we'll find out. Why did you do cinnamon flavoured ones though? That is the question. Right, I've opened the bag. Wow, there's loads. It does look like Doritos. Wow, that's really weird because there's like very sweet flavour coming from these. Okay, they're like all it's like a Dorito, but it's all twisted up. They're like twirled together triangles of stuff. So this is going to be interesting. This is cinnamon flavoured. Let's see what we think of this. Okay. It's really weird actually. You get this hit of like the sweetness and the cinnamon. It goes bam in your mouth and then kind of just dies away and then you're just left with the tortilla. So the initial like hit is quite nice, but it is really weird. It's like that kind of mix of sweet and savoury. I'm not necessarily a big fan of sweet and savoury mix. If, for example, if I go to the cinema and somebody mixes sweet and savoury popcorn, I'm not going to be happy. That's it. So okay, so it's a good start, but I'm not bowled over by these. I'm a bit like, really? I don't really feel like there's a big hit there. I feel like we've got better things to come. We have got the pretzels now. We've got a number of different flavoured pretzels. Starting off with maple bacon. Maple bacon Christmas pretzels. You know they're Christmassy because they're shaped like a Christmas tree, if you didn't know. So, yeah, these are shaped like a Christmas tree, and apparently it's maple bacon. I don't quite know what maple bacon has to do with Christmas, but we're gonna go with it anyway. Let's try the maple bacon Christmas tree pretzels. You know what? I actually quite like these. It reminds me of like a little bit of bacon crisps, but with a little bit of a softer, sweeter taste. These ones I'm okay with. This is a lot nicer than the cinnamon tortilla chips. This one's probably higher up the list. Aww. I'm liking these. I could eat more of them. I kind of want to eat more. These get my seal of approval. I'm liking it. And I think at a party I would just steal these away. Okay, next up we have got the salted caramel flavoured pretzels. Now I gave these a smell earlier. It doesn't smell that great. I'm just saying. I'm not entirely sure whether or not I'm going to be into these. So we're going to give them a go. They're actually shaped like a snowflake. So there you go. I also don't know what salted caramel has to do with Christmas, but hey, let's try it. Well, that was really weird. I'm not sure how I feel about them. You get the initial hit is salted caramel. I was trying to figure out what salted caramel tastes like, and now I've got it. And then you get the pretzel. So this one's quite nice because you do get that end of pretzel coming out of it. But I'm not sure about this combination. It doesn't fill me with that much joy. You could definitely eat them. It's not horrible. But I think out of the two pretzel options, I would go definitely with the maple bacon crisps. I'm liking these a lot. Definitely sorted it for me. Some of you guys have already got involved and I'm looking at them thinking, man, I didn't even see that one. Wendy Jones on Facebook has put a picture up of her Christmas dinner quiche. What on earth is that? I didn't even see this when I went to Morrison's. Apparently it's turkey, there's cinnamon, is that cinnamon? Oh, I think it's gammon. Okay, gammon and cabbage with sage and onion stuffing. That sounds amazing. I didn't even see that when I went in there. She's even tried it to let us know what it tastes like, and her verdict is that it tastes yummy. She's well into it. I'm liking this. I might have to go and try one myself. Lisa J saying Yorkshire pudding wraps. Yes. They seem to be around a lot more at the moment. And Francesca Gale tried the Brussels sprouts crisps, which we tried a few weeks ago. Yeah, she just says, ew. Yeah, that was kind of the general consensus of those. There's been some things also that we weren't able to get, which was slightly disappointing, but it's okay. For example, I heard that there are numerous supermarkets doing foot-long pigs in blankets, which, okay, it's not a weird Christmas food, it's gonna taste awesome, but I couldn't find any anywhere. nobody had foot-long pigs in blankets. So if you do spot them, let me know about it. I feel like we're getting quite sophisticated with this jazzy Christmas bed. Right, I think we're ready to start going to the big leagues. Last year we tried the Christmas Day pizza, which was fantastic. It was so good. Do you know what? I went to Asda again this year and they didn't have it. Apparently they're still making them for this year, but it's not there right now, which is a real shame. Aww. We are going to try next the Christmas Yorkshire pudding wrap. Okay, now just to give you an idea, it is filled with tender turkey apparently, stuffing, bacon with mayo, cranberry chutney and spinach. So it sounds quite fancy. This is like a fancy Christmas meal. I never really associate Yorkshire puddings with Christmas, but apparently there's a lot of people that eat it with their Christmas dinner. I've never heard of this. Bit random. I think it's kind of interesting that it's called a Yorkshire pudding wrap because it's almost like folded over, because the Yorkshire pudding just doesn't really wrap that well. I've cut it in half so that it's easier to eat, and I can get like a little bit of all the flavour in the Yorkshire pudding wrap. See what this tastes like. Wow, I tell you what, that's actually really nice. That has made me really festive. It's like a festive explosion in your mouth. You got the hit of the turkey, a little bit of bacon, and then the cranberry just comes in. And that's kind of like what just tops off that Christmassy flavour. And you know what? I didn't know if I was going to like it with the Yorkshire pudding, but it kind of works. It kind of works. The only thing I would say is that I almost think that this would taste better warm rather than cold. But you can definitely eat it cold. It's from the sandwich section, so it's definitely made to be eaten cold. But I'm liking this one. What is it about just throwing turkey stuffing and cranberry sauce together that makes you feel Christmassy? I don't know, but it works. Also, we do need your help because apparently Morrison's have produced a pasty this year, which is a 3-course Christmas meal. I went into Morrison's, but they didn't have any. I spoke to the guy at the counter and he was like, yeah, we've got them in the freezer, but the freezer's blocked because they've got too much Christmas delivery. So we weren't able to get the Christmas pasty, which has got 3 different courses in it. So if you spot one, let us know because we want to try the pasty. It sounds amazing. Also really, really weird. Well, obviously, when you get to the end of your Christmas party, you've already had your Christmas pizza, you've had your Christmassy crisps in the form of many different things. It's time to then roll out the cheeses, the cheese tasting. So we thought we would try and find some weird cheeses, which we have found. We found 2 ones. The first one we're going to try today is cheddar cheese with plum chutney. Cheddar cheese and plum chutney. Do you think this tastes any good? I tell you what, I got through the wax, so we've prepared all the cheeses now, and there's like purple bits in the cheese, which looks really weird. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. So we're going to try some of this cheddar cheese and plum chutney. It's quite a strong cheese. That's interesting. It's weird, it's got like a little bit of a fruity flavour coming through the cheese. You do feel a little bit fancy eating cheese like that. I like it. It's not my favourite cheese, but it's okay. It's alright. It's weird because it's almost it's not really solid cheese. It's a little bit soft, which is strange for me for a cheddar. But it's okay, I'm liking it. I can imagine it on a cracker. Okay, the big one that we need to try, I'm really, really intrigued about, is Wensleydale cheese with salted caramel and white chocolate. I cut this open, it's in a orange, like wax. I cut it open, and you've got the cheese with there's bits of white in there, and then there's bits of caramel that you can just see running through the cheese. So it's just making me hungry looking at it. But my question is Is it going to be any good? Let's give it a try. That is really weird. I'm not sure if I like it or not. It's not horrible, but it's the most weirdest combination of flavours I think I've ever had. Cheese, salted caramel, and white chocolate. You definitely have a sweet aftertaste. There's kind of just like sweetness running through my mouth right now. But the consistency and everything just feels wrong. With the cheese, it's just kind of like I can just taste caramel and a bit of chocolate, and then there's a little bit of cheese going through that as well. It just kind of plays with your mind. You're not entirely sure what to do with it. So yeah, not entirely sure about that one. But I'm going to just allow myself to recover a little bit from that. Very interesting. Aww. I had another taste of that cheese with salted caramel and white chocolate, and it's just a no from me. I've decided it's almost like they tried to put too much into a cheese. It just doesn't, to me it doesn't work. I'm not feeling it. You know what, just as a side note, when I was in some of the shops, one of the shops, I think it was Morrison's actually, had a piece of butter that was shaped like Father Christmas that you could buy for your table. So why would you want Father Christmas shaped butter? Can you imagine Christmas Day getting your knife out and just sculpting Father Christmas's face off? That just sounds so wrong. It sounds so wrong. But I am very intrigued, but very, very odd. Well, that's it from me and Stealthily the Elf. What was your favourite weird Christmas food? You can let me know in the comments. For me, I think my favourite one, considering the fact that, like, you know, some of them are more traditional flavours and stuff like that, I think overall it is the maple bacon pretzels which has got it for me. Because it's such a weird flavour, so random, and yet it kind of just works. So that is mine. Let me know what you think, or maybe you found some weird Christmas foods that we didn't try. I'd love to hear about it. And maybe we could just expand the repertoire of Christmas foods. I still don't think though that anything has topped the Christmas dinner pizza. That was so good. If you like this video, then give it a like and please subscribe. I'd love to have you on for the journey. And let's just keep finding the weird and wonderful.